Hello everyone, this is my beautiful neighborhood, and I'm going to be doing some step counts today to see how far and how accurate, or actually just how accurate my step count is on this Fitbit watch that I have here from my wife, and my work phone, which is an Apple. So we're going to see how accurate they are so we can determine what we can do for our step count challenge and if it's accurate and how far off we're going to be and all that jazz. So let's get started. I'm going to mark down on the phone and see on the notes to see how where they are right now, so I don't have to reset or do anything like that. So let's do that, and then we're going to go for 1,000 step count walk and see how accurate that really is. Hello guys. Well, I just did 1,000 step count in my head. I know I messed up a couple of times because I passed my neighbors, so had to stop and talk for a second and I lost track. So not too bad though. Did 1,000, and the watch, I'm a little bit beyond that now, but the watch is it was close. The watch is only off by about 20 steps, so I think that's less than a 1%, so that's okay. The phone actually was off by about 40 or so, but once again, that's still less than 1% average, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it'll add up over time. It'll give me, after 10,000, that's like another 500 steps, so it's quite a bit. So I mean, even if we stop short of our 10,000 goal, we're still pretty certain that we're going to reach that number. But I'm just some average dude doing this for the heck of it, just show you guys how easy it is. Now, I am a roofer, so I do walk a lot depending on what it is that I'm doing. Sometimes I'll be out and about and being a gopher, in those days I will have many more steps than that. Some days I've averaged, based on my phone, I've had 20,000. So if that's the case, it was giving me the benefit of the doubt on that. So I mean, it is what it is. So, but yeah, I'm thinking around 20,000 steps a day. That ain't bad. So, but I'm just going to show you how long it takes to do a 10,000 step count. Now, that one right there, I didn't really start my time, but I know it only took me somewhere around 5 or 6 minutes, or actually probably like 8 minutes to do that step count that I just did, the 1,000. So, an hour and a half maybe to do 10,000. Now, that's not stopping to record videos or nothing like that either. So we'll probably get done before that. So you figure it takes you about an hour or so to do, let's say hour and 10 or hour and 20 to do 10,000 steps. Well, if it takes that long, then do 10,000. It's going to be a pretty lengthy process. Now, I actually thought I was going to be able to do it faster just because of the conditions that I'm in right now. It might be a little bit harder, but we're going to continue this 10,000 step count. As you see, now I'm going down by the lake now. So, but we're going to do this 10,000 step count and see where it takes us. So, I mean, it's a pretty chilly day here in Wisconsin, and obviously, if there's snow on the ground, you saw, but also it just snowed and it's pretty breezy out. So we're going to see what happens. So I'm not going to go around the same route the whole day. It'll be boring. So I'm going to widen my scope a little bit and walk down a couple of blocks or whatever and see what I can do. Okay, so I'll get back to you guys in a little while and give you an update. Well, update. 5,000 steps in. Last couple thousand has been taking me about 10 minutes, a little bit less than 10 minutes to do on average. So it's not too bad. I'm actually slowing down a little bit. I'll catch up because, I'm not even feeling tired. Now I'm nice and worn in, so that's probably why I'm getting more comfortable. My steps are longer. They're not as rushed. So we'll pick up the pace. But as you can see, I'm out in the county now. I didn't want to go around my block 10,000 times, so I was like, yeah, screw that. I'm going to go for a walk. But as you can tell, there's some cars coming, so I'm going to turn this thing down out to a stop sign. So we'll get moving and get on our way. I did check the Fitbit. I'm going by that because my iPhone, that thing is damn near 400, 500 steps off already. So there's no way in hell I'm gonna use that thing. So maybe because it's in my pocket, it's not on my wrist. So, but I wasn't about to count up to 10,000 in my head because that would just drive me insane. I don't have any music or nothing. I actually kind of like the quiet, so it's nice. So, but I will give you another update at 10,000, let you know how it all went. And we're back. We are done. Did all 10,000 steps today. As you can see, let's see, where's the watch? The watch, I got about 10,000. I got 10,248, and the phone, I got 9,538. Huge difference. That's 7,000 or 700 steps. And if you can imagine, if you would do 100K or 100,000 steps, that's 7,000 steps that you would need to take. That's quite a bit. That's at least from my pace today, that's almost an hour worth of walking. Which is huge. So it's critical that you have a accurate means to measure these steps. So absolutely find a good, the Fitbit was, like I said, was only off by a little bit when I was walking around my neighborhood, only by like 10 steps. So I could live with that over over 10,000, it'd be off by 100 steps. Over 100,000, it'd be off by 1,000 steps. So, I mean, 1,000 steps is, not even 10 minutes. If you're walking at the pace that I was at today. So it's really not that big of a deal. So, but to wrap things up, I did learn that it definitely does take a lot more toll on your body when you're going up and down hills. Of course, when I was in the flat, I kind of just like paced myself a little lackadaisically or whatever you want to say, but I slowed down quite a bit, so I ended up picking it up, and of course I had to go through all the hills again because I just went in reverse to make up to get to the 10,000 once I hit my halfway point. So the hardest I did was walking up and down the hills quickly. So if you want to make it easy on yourself, pick somewhere flat. If you got to drive somewhere, drive somewhere. The road is going to be harder on your body than if you would be walking around, on a nice, I wouldn't say a paved trail, but like a gravel trail. So, but if you're walking around grass and stuff, it's gonna suck. But we're gonna revisit this again. Maybe I'll do a series, and we'll do a on the way to 100,000. Maybe I'll work up the energy to do 100,000 on a weekend sometime in a day and see if it's even possible for just a regular guy. But by then, hopefully, I would have lost a little weight because I'm an average guy, but I am overweight, so I have all that extra carrying around too. So hopefully when I'm done, I won't have that. We'll see. All right, but thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and learned some things. So we'll see you next time.